If and when I ever get married, it will 100% be child-free. No, your spawn is not welcome at my event. Let me tell you some things that I have seen as a person who plans weddings. An unsupervised 7 or 8-year-old pushed a literal $1,500 wedding cake onto the ground. 2 little girls who were unsupervised crashed a bride and groom's first dance. And trust me, by their facial expressions and body language, they were not happy. A child was left to run around the dance floor while we were serving dinner. And wine. He ends up crashing into a server who's handling about 20 glasses of champagne. All of the glasses crash on top of him. During the bride and groom's vows, they're screaming, hysterical crying, and full-on tantrums. And that has happened many, many times. And the bride and groom always try and laugh it off, but you can tell they're a little bit upset. So yes, my wedding will be completely child-free, and that includes your child. No, they do not inherently deserve to go to weddings. Actually, the exact same way that adults don't inherently deserve to go to weddings. Weddings are invite-only events. No one is entitled to an invitation, even if you're related to somebody else who got an invitation. Ironically, we're the ones treating children like actual people, not you. We see them as their very own person who is simply not invited to our event. The exact same way that we would put together a guest list of adults. You see them as an accessory that you feel entitled to bring along with you. And at the end of the day, it's completely irrelevant because it is not about you. Exactly this. Let's say that you are allowed to bring your children to the wedding. For whatever reason, your children end up getting into something, and something very expensive breaks. Just so everyone's aware, most wedding venues have a clause in all their contracts that basically say that the bride and groom are responsible for everything their guests do. So they are going to get charged for whatever your child breaks. And if I were the bride in that situation, I would be sending you the bill. But then suddenly I am the asshole. Which is one of the many, 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 many reasons why I'm just not putting myself in that situation. Your children are not invited.
Well, I guess Rocco will never be able to float.
Oh well, too bad. Bye, Rocco.
Oh no, not me spewing anti-child rhetoric, simply because I don't want multiple children running around and crying and screaming at my multi-$1,000 event. I feel like we might have hit a nerve, Robin. 100% this. And trigger warning for child unalivement, but this is how kids end up at the bottom of lakes.